The supplement industry is worth over $50 billion a year. Most of that money goes toward products that either do not work only under specific conditions, or are backed by a single industry-funded study that has never been replicated. A handful of supplements have a legitimate body of evidence behind them, and most people either skip them or bury them under a stack of things that do nothing. This video ranks 11 supplements by evidence quality, not by marketing, not by what is trending, by what the research actually shows. The framework is 3 tiers: strong and consistent evidence, promising and growing evidence, and context-dependent or limited evidence. By the end, there will be a clear picture of what is worth the money, what might be worth trying depending on individual circumstances, and what can be skipped without losing anything. Tier 1 contains supplements with strong replicated evidence showing meaningful effects on muscle, fat loss, or both. There are only 3 categories here, and most people should already be using all of them. Creatine increases the amount of phosphocreatine stored in muscle, which speeds up ATP regeneration during short, intense efforts like lifting. It consistently improves strength, power, and lean mass gains when combined with resistance training. A 2024 meta-analysis by Wang et al. In Nutrients found significant improvements in muscle strength across multiple populations. A 2025 meta-analysis by Kazimina et al. In Nutrients confirmed benefits for both strength and body composition. A 2023 review by Langer et al. In Nutrients noted emerging evidence for cognitive support and recovery as well. The effective dose is 3 to 5 grams per day of creatine monohydrate. Loading is optional. Timing does not matter much. Monohydrate is the form with the most evidence, and there is no compelling reason to pay more for alternatives. Who benefits most? Everyone doing resistance training. Older adults see particularly strong results because creatine also supports muscle preservation during aging. Caffeine reduces perceived effort, increases alertness, and improves both endurance and strength performance. It is one of the few supplements with consistent evidence across multiple sports and training styles. A 2025 review in Frontiers in Nutrition confirmed caffeine's status as a well-supported ergogenic aid. The effective dose is 3 to 6 milligrams per kilogram of body weight, taken 30 to 60 minutes before training. Tolerance builds with regular use, so cycling off periodically preserves the effect. Caffeine late in the day disrupts sleep and negates the benefit. Who benefits most? Anyone who trains early, needs a performance boost, or is in a caloric deficit where fatigue is elevated. Caffeine is also the primary active ingredient in most fat burners, and the rest of those products rarely add anything meaningful. Muscle protein synthesis requires all 9 essential amino acids. BCAAs are only 3 of them. Taking BCAAs in isolation stimulates the signaling pathway for muscle building, but does not provide the materials needed to complete the process. A foundational review by Wolf in 2017 established that BCAAs alone cannot maximally stimulate muscle protein synthesis. A 2023 update by Wittard et al. In Nutrition Research Reviews confirmed this ceiling effect. EAAs, all 9 essential amino acids, are the better choice if supplementing amino acids, but a whole food protein source or quality protein powder achieves the same result at lower cost. The goal is hitting total daily protein targets, around 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. BCAAs are not worth the money. Tier 2 supplements have real, legitimate research behind them, but the evidence base is smaller, more recent, or conditional on specific circumstances. They are not guaranteed performers, but they are worth considering depending on individual goals. Urolithin A activates mitophagy, the process by which cells clear damaged mitochondria and replace them with healthier ones. In practice, this means improved muscle endurance, reduced fatigue, and better recovery. A 2022 study by Singh et al. In Cell Reports Medicine found significant improvements in muscle endurance and mitochondrial biomarkers in older adults. A 2025 review by Wang and Yu in Frontiers in Nutrition highlighted its emerging role in muscle health and longevity. The study dose is 500 to 1,000 milligrams per day. Who benefits most? Older adults concerned with muscle preservation and endurance. Evidence in younger trained individuals is limited so far. Betaine functions as a methyl donor, supporting a range of metabolic processes, and has shown modest but real effects on strength, power and body composition. A 2022 study by Arazi et al. Found improvements in muscle strength and endurance in resistance-trained men. A 2022 meta-analysis by Young et al. Confirmed small but consistent effects on lean mass. The effective dose is 2 to 4 grams per day. Betaine is inexpensive and safe, making it a reasonable addition for anyone already covering the Tier 1 basics. Who benefits most? Intermediate to advanced lifters looking for marginal gains. Beginners will respond more to training and nutrition changes. Omega-3s, primarily EPA and DHA from fish or algae oil, modestly enhance muscle protein synthesis and reduce chronic inflammation, supporting better recovery over time. The effective dose is 2 to 4 grams of combined EPA and DHA per day. Who benefits most? Anyone eating limited fatty fish, older adults, and people in demanding training blocks. Vitamin D consistently improves strength and muscle function when correcting a deficiency. The evidence for benefits in people with already adequate levels is weaker. A 2024 study by Savolainen et al. Confirmed improvements in muscle function in deficient individuals. The typical correction dose is 1,000 to 4,000 IU per day, guided by blood testing. Who benefits most? Anyone living in northern latitudes, working indoors, or eating limited vitamin D-rich foods. Fortetropin is a myostatin inhibitor derived from fertilized egg yolk. A 2023 study by Lim et al. In PLOS One found improvements in lean mass and functional strength in older adults. A 2021 trial by Villarreal et al. In the Journals of Gerontology found significant muscle preservation during caloric restriction. The research dose is approximately 6 grams per day. The evidence base is small and has not been replicated in younger, healthy populations. Who benefits most? Older adults managing muscle loss during caloric restriction or aging. Tier 3 is not a graveyard. These supplements have some evidence. The problem is that it is limited, inconsistent, population-specific, or not yet well replicated. HMB is a metabolite of leucine proposed to reduce muscle protein breakdown. The research is mixed, and early studies showed large effects that have not been reliably replicated in well-trained populations. A 2025 meta-analysis by Lee et al. Found that HMB may support muscle preservation during caloric restriction and in clinical populations. A 2025 systematic review by Badeshki et al. Found modest effects in sarcopenic populations, but noted significant variability across studies. The studied dose is 3 grams per day. Who benefits most? Older adults with sarcopenia risk and people in aggressive caloric deficits. In healthy, well-fed, resistance-trained individuals, the evidence does not support meaningful effects. Berberine activates AMPK, an enzyme involved in glucose metabolism and fat oxidation. A 2022 review by Z et al. Found modest reductions in fasting glucose, insulin, and body weight in metabolic disease populations. A 2024 study by Nazari et al. Found modest improvements in body composition in overweight adults. The effective dose is 500 milligrams 2 to 3 times daily. The fat loss effects are primarily seen in individuals with metabolic dysfunction, not in already lean, healthy, trained people. Berberine should not be taken with medications affecting blood sugar without medical guidance. Who benefits most? Individuals with insulin resistance, prediabetes, or significant overweight. For healthy, lean people in a structured training program, the effect is likely negligible. Shilajit is a resin from mountainous regions containing fulvic acid and various minerals. The modern research is small and mostly industry-funded. A 2019 study by Keller et al. Found that Shilajit maintained testosterone levels in healthy middle-aged men over 90 days. A 2026 review by Yadav et al. Highlighted emerging interest in energy metabolism effects, while noting that trial sizes are small and replication is limited. The evidence is not strong enough to recommend Shilajit with confidence. There may be benefits for testosterone maintenance in older men, but this is not yet established reliably. Who benefits most? Unclear. The existing research does not yet answer this question well. Here is the final ranking. Tier 1. Use these. Creatine monohydrate at 3 to 5 grams daily. Caffeine at 3 to 6 milligrams per kilogram before training. Protein or EA as to hit total daily intake targets. These have the strongest, most replicated evidence and the best return on investment. BCAAs are not a substitute for either. Tier 2, worth considering depending on context, Urolithin A for older adults prioritizing endurance and recovery. TMG/Betaine at 2 to 4 grams as a low-cost addition for trained individuals. Omega-3s at 2 to 4 grams of EPA plus DHA daily with low fish intake. Vitamin D if blood levels are low. Fortetropin for older adults managing muscle preservation during caloric restriction. Tier 3, situational at best, HMB for muscle preservation in clinical contexts or aggressive deficits. Berberine for metabolic health in individuals with insulin resistance. Shilajit is too early stage to recommend confidently. Train hard, eat enough protein, sleep, and add creatine. Everything else is marginal improvement at best, and most of it is guesswork. Want more fast fitness tips like this? Check out the next video here.